All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sooner or Later podcast. I'm your host, Joey, and for the month of October, or Sawctober, we're reviewing all the Saw films. So today, we're going to give you 30 minutes of spoiler-full discussion on Saw 3 starting now.
Ooh, spoopy.
I think this is when it really kicks off, dude. This is when the traps are flowing.
Yeah.
Like, this is like, we're not fucking around with no more. Like, before it was like, one or two traps. The house,
Yeah,
I guess
but
you get a little
one-
bit more traps.
They're like, no,
This
we're going
one.
to show you what traps we can do. Like, the first trap is the classroom trap, and it makes my stomach turn. I could not do this, especially the,
Was that really the first one in the movie, though?
Yeah, it starts with the classroom
it
guy.
starts with the classroum. But
Because he was like, he says like, oh, you were in a box like this and you didn't learn your lesson
yeah.
before.
But like, how do you recover from this one? Like, your whole jaw.
Yeah, my thing is
chin is
the
gone.
jaw part. You can't. It's an impossible trap.
Yeah. And
I mean,
the
one, because
Achilles
the
tendons
door is
one,
welded.
You're not fucking standing after you rip those out either. I don't understand.
That's the thing too with the Achilles thing. Like, it's like, bro, you're crawling. Like, so technically, what should have happened is when those cut, he should have fell down. That thing should have just ripped out of his face.
Yeah. Well, no, the mouth one was from the floor. Because when he goes to like pull it, he's like, it's coming from the ground. So he was never going to rip that one out.
I didn't realize it was. I thought it was just in his lip. I didn't realize it was like.
No, it's like the whole bottom part of
It has
neck.
his teeth around. Like,
Yeah.
you can't rip through your teeth.
And
It's a dick.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like I don't know who was just saying it, but he was never going to get out of that room anyway. The door
fucking door was welded shut,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, and this is where we learned Amanda is kind of a piece of shit.
Yeah, because these are
Yeah.
her traps now, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
As of right now, yes.
Piece of shit traps.
No, all of them are.
Yeah, but she didn't do it on her own.
No, they try to say, yeah, we'll get to it in about 27 and a half minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, keep the conversation going. I'm trying to jump in here like it's fucking double dutch, baby. I'm out here.
And then we have
Like
the angel trap, which she was never getting out of this one anyway. Do you think the thing could have flipped over, like if she just dumped it out, or no?
No, she tried.
We talked about it, bro. No, she was
I
She
don't
was
think you
actively
were-
trying to.
no,
Yeah.
because when she reached in, it spills out, bro. What do you mean it can't
when
tip
you put
over?
something in water, it's gonna come to the top.
No, there's a lot of fucking room on the head. She could have tipped that shit.
I don't think she.
It's
would.
also acid though. You don't even, because at first you're like, hey, let me not even spill this on myself. Like, also too, the key is dissolving. You don't have time to really like, oh, let me see if I can spill this out. And then even
He said
physically,
seconds. That shit was going. Go ahead.
yeah. So that shows you how quick that actually went down or whatever. But yeah, like I think it's one of those things where like, and she's like suspended in the air. It's like, it's one of the
It's so
worst
awkward.
situations anybody's been in,
Yeah.
because you don't have no footing. Like, you don't know where you're at. You're in an open. You wake up and you're hoisted in the air, stabbing in your chest, and like, hey, put your hand in acid.
Yeah, and the only
Like-
thing you know is, fuck, I got. That's
Yeah.
the only thing you know is it's a trap.
That is.
Dude, and
I
I
mean,
got
from-
her so petty. Like the way she was captured, like
Nah, that was rad. That wasn't petty. That was fire.
What, chill in the tub?
No, that wasn't in the tub,
No,
bro.
she was in her room.
Yeah.
They were in the fucking closet, bro.
Well, no, they
put
weren't in the
camera.
closet.
I know they put the camera in the
Oh,
closet,
yeah,
and they
yeah.
were behind the drape.
Someone came
Also,
in from
how
behind.
does that work logistically, though? Like, she's
don't-
watching a tape, and then all of a sudden,
It's a
like,
live
No, it's a
feed from-
HDMI switcher, bro. That's all it is.
Dude, they know
okay.
how to hide stuff, because they can't, like, we seen this movie though, they're like putting the location of the videos, and the videos are shown in real time, but they're not in real time.
Yeah.
Like in 2, you see that where they're like spoofing locations, like, even though this
Yeah,
looks like
the VPN.
VHSs. Yeah, you know what I'm saying though? When you look at it, we're like, dude, how they can't do that with VHSs. But in this universe, they've shown that they can kind of like, they have some, dude, their guys were hacking into, like, they got technology.
I think it's as simple as Joey is the HD master.
Yeah, because you're in the room with her, right? Like, it's.
I mean,
not
it's a
hard for you to
VHS switcher,
switch.
like, you know, or what's the red, blue,
RCA,
green switcher?
Yeah, it's an RCA
Yeah.
switcher. Yeah.
But I think this is one of the best twists for me in the movie so far, just because I never saw the ending coming. I was like, oh.
See, the thing about this movie, what I thought was interesting though, is because, like you said, there's a twist, but also too when you find out, like, hey, why can't these games be beat? But then you start to look back on one, and you're like, maybe John doesn't intend for people to beat all the games, because there was situations in one where it's like, that wasn't really fair. So then you kind of, because you question it, like at certain points in the movie, like you assume it's like, oh, I guess because I don't know, because like first time I was watching it, I was like, wait, does he not want them to win?
Which trap specifically do you think John doesn't want them? Or I guess Amanda or whoever.
I mean, the two Amanda definitely doesn't want them to win, because the two she does, they can't win.
Yeah.
But like in one, she doesn't want him to win in the bathtub because she throws a key on him willy-nilly. And John, it's not that he doesn't want people to win, but he just does some like cruel stuff in one where it's like maybe he is just losing his mind and cruel.
I mean, but yeah, putting somebody in a fucking trap is cruel. That's cruel.
Yeah. I mean, I think the freezer room was pretty brutal too. Because who knows how long she was there before.
Freezing her ass off, bro.
Yeah.
What sucks for her too is like she didn't really she didn't have a way to like, and all she did was she saw an accident and then she didn't say anything, which sure, but like does that like to be frozen to death?
Is it a thing?
But it's not. What? It's more of Jeff's.
Is that what he asked? I don't...
No, like you will be like you'll die 100%. I'm saying for John to choose her to like be in his like old boy's test is kind of bullcrap. Like, and that's where you like
he didn't have enough people to choose. All right, like these people were directly involved with the case of his son.
Even the lawyer though, like the lawyer, it's like so.
It wasn't a lawyer, it was the judge.
The judge, yeah. But it's weird though, because like the person that kills the son, like yes, he killed him, he went to jail, but he seen that he was like in med school or something, and he was a good person that made it, like it was an accident. Like so all the people playing this game kind of get screwed over, like all the people in traps.
I mean, all the people in traps also can't do anything for themselves. It's not up to them. They don't have a choice in the matter. Like it's not even really their traps. They're just pawns in the trap.
Chefs. Yeah.
And that's why early on I'm like, maybe he is like making these games not winnable, because like these people game is not winnable. Like until you find out that it's Amanda and everyone doing it.
But that doesn't have anything to do with it. Because it's the Adam situation. He needs people in the games, right, to test the actual people whose game, like the main person whose game it is. These people are just, they have to be here to test.
They're just pawns.
Yeah.
Adam has like a scumbag job, but not really a scumbag, I guess you would say. Like
but you could argue not testifying against somebody who you saw hit a little kid with a fucking vehicle and murdered them. Yeah. That's a scumbag thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, sure, but what about the judge, like giving someone a second chance?
No, I agree. The judge for sure, he got the shit end of the stick because he was trying to be a nice guy.
He committed his crime, but he did his time.
6 months?
6 months is not a long time for killing a little kid.
But it's not like he did it on purpose. It's not like it was in malice. Yeah. It was, like if it was like, oh no, he was drunk and hit the kid, I'd be like, hey, tie him up, brother. Twist his bones.
I mean, not being drunk and killing a kid though is pretty fucked.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, but even in the flashbacks, you see how hurt he is.
I mean, yeah, the dad should have been watching the kid for sure.
But also too, it's John needing them for the game because oh boy, he needs his surgery. Like he needs the wife.
Yeah, but he didn't need Jeff to need the wife.
In his sick way, though, he wanted them, though.
No, I don't think so. I think he was just like, ooh, I could make them both work. I might as well do both of these things at the same time.
A coinkydink.
Yeah, I think that's all it was. It was a coincidence, and he was like, I might mix and match a little bit. I might just put them together,
But, yeah, I guess. Real quick, though, going back to the first trap, like... See, this is the first time people are aware of like what's going on, and see how much of an advantage she had, like because she knew about Jigsaw stuff. She was able to beat her trap, even though like it was not winnable. But she understood because she knew how Jigsaw worked. She put her hand in that ass, and she's like, "Oh, I'm good. I'm gonna get out."
Like, the angel trap. You said first trap, and I was like, "What is he talking about?" There's no woman in the first trap.
Yeah, but she's also a cop, so like,
I mean, she's been following it. She's the Jigsaw expert. She's gonna know about Jigsaw no matter what, even if the public doesn't know about him.
I still don't think it's public.
I don't think it's public either. Nobody knows about Jigsaw.
I don't think all the kills are public. I think they, like James said earlier, they just know there is a serial killer, but they don't know.
Yeah, so they definitely don't know about his motives. They don't know about the jigsaw nature of it.
They for sure don't know like what makes them like to be put in a game.
But Eric does call him the jigsaw killer, and he's like, the news called me that. So maybe they do.
Yeah.
There's something out there about the news, or in the news, talking about a jigsaw killer.
It's the puzzle piece thing, though. It's not like, I don't think the actual things. Because they call him a jigsaw because a jigsaw piece, like the puzzle.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I don't think it's like not yet at least like in the franchise. Like
in future movies, people know about it
for sure. But like that's why she though like any like so like anybody like from this point on that actually knows about Jigsaw, you kind of should just do the trap because you know you're gonna get got. Like at this point, I mean, if it's a quick death, I guess I would just take the quick death though versus.
The buildup is always making it a long death because you know you're going to die. Yeah. So the buildup is rough. Really, I want to go back to what you said earlier, though. Did everybody else agree with you that this twist is the best twist in the series so far?
I don't think so.
I don't think anybody responded to it. Yeah. But I want to go back to that. That's super important. Because the twists are a big part of what makes a Saw movie. And I don't think this twist is the best twist out of the three so far.
So what do you call the three twists? Like
the twist. The first twist is that John's the killer. That John is Jigsaw. Yeah. That's the first twist.
And he gets up. He was in the room the whole time.
Right. The second twist is what the fuck is the second twist? Oh, that
the boys in the thing.
Yeah, that it was all that it all happened already. That all he had to do was wait. And then this one is that Jeff and Lynn are husband and wife.
Yeah. Because they set it up in the beginning that guy she's banging is probably the husband.
Right. And that's what you're supposed to assume. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the second one is the better twist.
I think 2 is better.
The first one is unmatched, though. When you see John step up, so I think that's an auto 1 spot. So really, they're fighting for 2 right now. I like 2 so much better.
I like this one.
What did you like about it?
Yeah.
I liked the kills in this one more.
No. Twist. We're talking about the twist. We're talking about the twist.
Because I never saw them being like family.
Connected?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, just because you didn't expect it doesn't make it the better twist, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think
just as a whole, I just love this movie, this one, like, so much more.
But you can't let that influence the fact that... Because I like this movie better than 2. I personally enjoy this movie better. Yeah. But the twist in 2 is fucking crazy.
The issue with this twist is it's like... It's still a good twist. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah.
But it's not as impactful as the first 2, because whether or not, like, because we just talked about earlier when I was like, why, like they could have they were like, oh, we could have just had the doctor or whatever. Mm-hmm. That shows you that there's other ways to do this story without them even being related, so it's not as impactful. Like, you can't have the son like the game already happened or like whatever like that, and you can't have John not in the room or whatever and be alive. Yeah, like it changed the whole story.
I don't know. I just think they did such a good job at hiding the fact that was her husband, because we thought the other guy was her husband.
Yeah.
And
because there's hints at it, but it's hard to tell. I didn't get the first time.
Who do you think the baby daddy is of the unborn baby? She was pregnant. Think it was the lover or the husband?
What's it matter? That thing's fucking dead. It never existed in the first place. It never had a fucking chance.
That's a weird thing too, with John putting like a pregnant woman in a trap.
I don't think it's weird. Fuck it. He thought that she was going to have the... Well, no. He thought Amanda was going to listen.
Yeah.
And he thought Amanda was just going to take the fucking collar off. He knew a girl was going to keep him alive. He knew. Yeah. He was like, I got the fucking best on the payroll, baby. I ain't worried about nothing. And then Amanda decided that she was going to fucking go AWOL.
It's because Jigsaw was like, I love you.
Dude, this was some real House of Dragon shit, dude. Like, god dang.
Yeah, I don't get the reference.
I mean, like, House of Dragon totally... I mean, I don't know what came first, the book or Saw or whatever. But there's, like, something like that happens in House of Dragon where someone says something on their dying bed and it's, like, construed as something else because they're thinking of someone else.
I think that's just something that has happened in literature for a long time. But, I mean...
Hey, man. It's the same thing, and look what happens. Chaos.
I would argue Saw probably came out before House of Dragons was written.
What do you guys...
That's the thing I don't know,
House of Dragons was written like 3 years ago.
Yeah. What?
Dang, they stole it from Saw.
What do you guys think about the pig vat? Bat?
That is the worst trap we've seen so far.
Yeah.
I don't know how he's not throwing up.
Bro, that's what I said.
It was so easy, though. It's the easiest of them. Oh, boy just had to press a button. It's not even like he had to burn himself.
No, we're not talking about how difficult it is from his point of view. All of them are easy if Jeff is not a dick.
Yeah.
If Jeff is not a douche fuck.
These are the easiest
easy.
Traps.
Yeah, they're so easy.
Yeah.
All it is press a button, pull a string, fucking
Unhook them.
Yeah, not fall asleep. Like, that's all he has to do. But the whole time he's like, I'm mad. My son died a few years ago, and I'm still pissy about it. Yeah, come on. There's other lives on the line, dude.
The fact that he wouldn't give his daughter a stuffed animal.
Correct.
Bro.
That's the thing that annoys me the most in this story is like, bro, you have a whole nother child still. Like, if it was your only child, like, I could understand more. But, like, you have a whole nother child, and you're, like, abusing that child.
Yeah.
But also, he's such a high-functioning alcoholic that he has every single stuffed animal memorized, and he knows when one of them is out of place.
Yeah.
I love that for him. He'd be a fucking genius if he wasn't a drunk. He'd be all right, dude.
Well, that's why his game was so easy, dude. They're like, he's an alcoholic. I gotta make sure he can play. And all he had to do to pass his game was try. He didn't have to save them. Like,
No.
But I mean, the pig vat is bad. Like, that sucks
gross.
from the judge's point of view.
I already don't like maggots.
But the rack is worse. The rack is the most sadistic thing we've seen up until this point. Of the 3 movies we've reviewed, the rack is far and away the worst thing we've ever seen.
I think I had to look away when this one came on.
Bro, when they
the
do
rack,
that,
which one is that? The knife things?
No,
Or wait,
the rack is the cross thing that he's on.
Oh, okay. It's called Yeah, that's brutal, and it's. I don't know if there's a more brutal trap, at least so far.
No, not so far. No, for sure. No. There's nothing. There's nothing that even holds a fucking candle to it, because it's brutal.
And they show you the bones, like,
dude, I was gonna say, when they fucking zoom in on his leg and it's fucking shooting out like this, his femur and shit, I'm like, oh, no way, dude.
Dude, this one's like, I'm showing boobies and I'm showing bones. Like, we're getting all the B's out there. Boobies, bones, and blood.
Yeah. They don't even... Someone said something about the knife thing. That knife thing isn't in this movie.
Yeah.
No.
Go ahead, Eric.
No. I would say, even to say he broke his 2 arms, right? Are those bones even fucking repairable at that point, dude?
Yeah, they're
the way they're
breaks.
twisted like that.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming when John does something, it's calculated.
Yeah.
But it's not pulverizing it, right? If he ground them into dust, you ain't bouncing back from that. You got fucking Gumby legs. But he twisted it, right? And like the bones snap and they twist a little bit.
I guess you're right. They do just snap.
And
the fact that it's protruding is probably even better too, because like you ain't
what
got
about all his nerves and shit? Like all the nerves in his legs.
Oh, he's having nerve damage the rest of his life. Don't get me wrong. He's not gonna be okay.
I mean,
but he killed somebody.
Amputate his legs.
That one leg,
just chop them all off.
Chop off.
I mean, there's a good chance. Yeah, there's a good chance if he survived, he had no legs, no arms though.
Yeah.
But he was alive.
And then, do you even want to be alive at that point?
Yes, no. I do. I do want to be alive. I'd rather be alive. I don't care. I'll play video games with my fucking balls if I have to, but I need to be alive.
You got to live with the memory of being snapped up.
It's better than being dead, bro. I can't.
I don't think it is.
I can't watch Saw 9 if I'm fucking dead. Okay.
I don't know how you can go from having both arms and legs to not having any at all.
Bro,
this dude's a doctor.
I think you find a groupie though. You know, I think you find someone who'd be like, "Hey, bro, I love a stubby." You know what I mean? You know, you're like a double Lieutenant Dan, and I love that about you. You know what I mean?
Lieutenant Dan situation, all right.
Even Lieutenant Dan was getting some, dude.
He was. He walked in the end. Lieutenant Dan, you got your legs.
You got your legs back. He's like this the whole time. Yeah. He's got fake arms.
Yeah.
I just really hate like the fact like the two like Amanda like having them do like where they can't win. That's fine. She's a psycho. But the fact that like the other people don't have a chance to win, like at least they should be able to find a way out for themselves. Like it's kind of stupid.
But that's not the point though.
Yeah, it's not the point. Because it's not about them. They're not the main character. You know,
I get that, but for John being like, oh, I don't murder and stuff, you can say all you want, you didn't murder them. You put them in the trap to die, you are a murderer. I mean, you are accessory to murder.
He didn't put nobody, bro. He
would go to he would. This is some like Charles Manson stuff.
They'd have to get him on a RICO charge. They'd have to get him on a RICO charge. And I don't know if that's
they would get him on RICO for sure.
But that's impossible.
Good thing he died. He don't got to worry about no Ricos. He's dead.
Yeah, you're right.
Do they have the judge's kill on that list?
What do you mean? It's right here.
Well, no, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does the shotgun trap.
It's in the rack, but like that's not a separate trap. That's all part of the rack.
Oh, okay.
It all happens here. The judge gets done fucking dirty, bro. What are you doing standing in front of that gun?
It's people just being dumb, looking in peepholes, standing behind guns.
Yeah.
Like, you see that it's attached to the trigger. He tells you it's attached to the trigger, but sure.
And he says you gotta take a bullet for this man.
That's how also Amanda set it up, because you were able to get around the trap. Like John, that would have never come off that thing.
Oh yeah, she was lazy about it.
Yeah.
I mean, Amanda set it up. Amanda set it up.
Yeah.
But he didn't know how to use the key.
I mean,
he ran out of time.
He was flustered, bro. Old boy's neck was all
He already had 4 limbs broke.
Yeah. He was gonna have to drag old boy through that whole fucking thing.
I'll leave you here. I'll be back.
I mean, but we saw what happened with Adam, bro. Fucking Dr. Gordon was like, I'll be back. And he never came back. He never came back.
Do we ever find out what happened to...
Bro, we find out in this fucking movie, bro. We find out
Amanda kills him.
Amanda goes back. What?
Dr. Gordon.
No spoilers, bro. No spoilers.
I don't know spoilers, dude. I don't know,
man. No spoiler.
I don't know.
No spoiler. No spoiler.
That's going to be new for you. You're going to find out.
Yeah.
And motherfucker, you going to find out. Trust me, you'll find out.
Everything you think you know, you're gonna find out.
Oh yeah,
throw it out the window.
Yeah. Throw it
you
all
don't
out
know
the
shit.
Window. That back half of Saw timeline, I don't know because we haven't watched them yet. It's crazy, I'd imagine. They're wild.
Those writers were going wild.
Dude,
if you're ever worried about a plot hole, just know they have an idea.
It's covered.
Is it a good way to fill the hole? Probably not, but they filled that bitch, and it is full.
They filled the shit with ramen.
You know when you're like, oh, cool, they're gonna fix the rolls, and they just throw like gravel or they throw tar in and don't roll over it, like
that's that. But you know it's there though.
It's like, oh, cool, there's not a hole.
So
it's like, okay, now my tires popped.
This one was still written by Lee Winnell though, and James Wan came back for the story, which is why this probably one feels better than 2.
It also it does feel connected still to it, because like when we're talking about how we're gonna watch these movies, I saw in my head 1 and 2 being super connected, 3 and 4 being super connected, but they're still pretty connected. 2 to 3.
1, 2, and 3 is a perfect trilogy.
Mm-hmm. This is 3 ends
perfectly. I mean, with the death of John, it's perfect. That is like, if they didn't make another Saw movie, I think this trilogy would have gone down in the horror circles, of course, because Roger Ebert was probably like, well, this movie gave me fucking cancer. It was so bloody. But like,
they didn't do anything different.
Yeah, but like, this trilogy is, it's top tier horror trilogy all time. It's so good. Especially for what it's doing, like what it set out to do. It told one cohesive narrative across all 3 movies. They tied them all in together. It's fantastic. When this movie closes, I'm like, oh, fuck, it's so good. Ugh.
I mean, the first 3 were written by that Lee Winnell guy.
Right, which is why they all flowed. But then we'll talk about it in about 7 minutes about that 4th one, because that 4th one, buddy. It's something else. It goes a little off the hinges. Also,
that's when they start to expand out of their...
I mean, I wouldn't know. I haven't seen it. I got to watch it and then we'll review
You're saying allegedly.
Next week, yeah. Did we talk about favorite traps? We talked about the traps, but we didn't talk about
favorite traps.
Oh, man. I think...
And there's a lot of good ones, like I was saying. This is when they went full metal, dude.
I think Carrie's trap is my favorite. Even though it's fucked up, even though it's wrong, it's unbeatable.
In the fact that you can win, say you can win them. That's how I'm not gonna look at the fact that I'm not gonna discredit the first 2 because you can't win, because that would kind of discredit them, because it's like, well, it doesn't matter. Boy's trap is pretty cool though. Like the classroom trap.
Yeah.
The hook trap.
I think that's my favorite one.
It's honestly dope. Like, it's let's put the mouth thing in like your tongue or something. You gotta rip your tongue out, and then okay, cool. Like, I think it's a perfect trap because you can still win the game type situation.
And you gotta go through some shit to win it. You gotta go through the shits.
But do you think he was like a pedophile or something? Like, or they were just saying like,
know
oh,
if
the
they find
jail is the
out.
same size as the room or whatever. Like, they don't say anything, right? It's just like,
I don't think it was a pedophile
I'm
at all.
looking
I didn't
up,
get that
but
vibe.
we can keep talking about it.
I mean, why else have him in like a classroom? I was like,
Because I mean,
Maybe he
later
was a
on,
teacher.
you'll find out.
No, later on we know why it was there.
Yeah.
in this film?
No, bro. That part we're saying later.
later on,
We would have
dude.
fucking said if it was in this movie.
Okay.
You fuck. God damn it.
No spoilers, dude. What the
You're
fuck?
right. You're right.
No spoilers.
Wait.
Oh no, it's because he was in and out of prison. That's why.
Okay, because he said that the line is you've been in and out of a room around this size.
I thought it was a recluse.
Yeah, he is. He has ties to Jill, who we've met. Have we met?
Have we?
No, we have, right? Because we see flashes of her in this movie.
Oh yeah.
So
we
Jill-
do
We've
see
seen her, but we don't
flashes.
know who
You're
she
right.
is.
Random woman in
When he's going in and out of consciousness.
What's weird is I get it because he's dying, but in my head I'm like, is your wife dead?
Oh yeah, and it's like well, what's really weird is that Obi is walking past them. If you watch that scene again, Obi is walking in the park past him and Jill. Bro, I'm telling you, it's the
I
same
think it's just
motherfucker.
an Easter egg. That's just let's put
Well,
that
no,
in
I
there. It
think
doesn't
we
really make
see that
sense.
No, I don't think so, because
Yeah,
we see it
because
in
the
John's
other-
dream.
We see it in 4 because then also the girl that gets her
No.
head stabbed is also in 4.
I'm talking about in John's dream. When he's going in and out and he reaches for the doctor's hand and he's like, I love you, bitch. I'm never gonna stop loving you. In that dream when he's dying, he's like looking at Jill walking and it's like they're in a park
like a
and it's
park.
sunny. Yeah. And Obi is in the park. He's walking past them. Rewatch the scene. Y'all will find it.
These are shot like close together, or they were just like, hey bro, I'll give you $120.
Yeah. We need an extra, Obi. Just come back.
That's what I think.
I mean,
They
yeah,
just
I don't
fucked
think
up.
there's any like any of importance into it. But
These ones are
was
6 months
cool.
after, right?
in the
Because
timeline, Eric would know timeline wise.
Yeah, I would know, but it's spoilers, dude. I don't know.
It's not spoilers to say how long this took place after 2.
I actually don't know. I know between 1 and 2 was 6 months, because that's
So
how long the decomposition of the bodies is. But I don't know
Oh.
between 2 and 3.
So that's why you said
forget.
spoilers, is so that you can actually be like, I don't know.
No, he's saying because it's stated in 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other questions.
No, that's trivia, bro. What do you mean? But yeah, that's why he's in there. Is because he was in jail a ton.
Mm.
So
What's up?
my least favorite trap is the pig one.
Yeah.
I don't like that one.
Yeah.
I don't think any of us like it.
No,
I think
It's a
to me
bad
it was
trap.
the freeze one. It was kind of.
I mean, that
that
one
one
is
was the
mid.
easy one.
Yeah, it's just mid. But he gets his
What
whole
did he do? Press
face
a
ripped
button
out.
or something? Like
No, he had to
go
get the
No.
key past
The
the
key?
frozen pipes.
Because I know he like pushes to it or whatever, and then he turns around. She's fucking ice block.
Yeah, that happened fast. Old girl
It
didn't
was
have
so
it
quick.
resolved. Dude.
Cracks her.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
At first, I thought it was liquid nitrogen, but it's not. It was just water.
No, it's just
Yeah.
water. It's just fucking cold as shit in that room.
Yeah.
Also, Amanda's test, fantastic. Crazy that she's a cutter. I didn't see that coming. That's the biggest
I
twist.
mean, I'm cool with that. Like, that's not like that. Oh, I wasn't like, oh, I can't believe she did that. I'm like,
That
I
was
think
me.
within reason.
Bro, I was like, John's in the same room, dog. He's spitting distance away. You could probably hear
She
the
fucking
what.
took off her pants,
Yeah.
dude. Came out with the Bowie knife.
Once again,
You're like, what are
this
you
is
doing?
why you have someone do the paints themselves.
But she didn't learn.
Yeah,
Because
she
she did the
didn't.
paint to herself.
No, I know, but she wouldn't have cared. She would have been like, oh, I got to cut my own eye open? Fuck, this is going to get me off, bro. I'm going to fucking...
Yeah, I love that shit.
I
Yeah.
still wonder if she would have though. Like, probably not.
But she
Right?
was
'Cause
she was
she
a cutter,
would've.
dude.
Yeah, she's a cutter. She'd have done it.
She crosses. She goes cross the street and
And down the street, bro.
Yeah.
She walking all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
If anything, Lynn got the shit end of the stick. All's because she was trying to ride a disco stick. It's so fucked up.
I think that's the twist. The final twist
What?
is Jeff killing old boy and then
Oh, but
killing
that-
his wife.
That's not really a
That's
twist.
the final.
No, that's
final
dramatic irony, bro. It's not
Yeah.
a twist. It's just ironic.
when he's about to kill him, it's not like we didn't know what was gonna happen. We were told.
No, but we know,
dies,
but he doesn't know, and that's right. Yeah. It's not a twist exactly because what James said is because we knew. Like it's only it's a twist for him. Yeah, biggest twist for Jeff.
He got twisted.
Yeah, he did get shit twisted.
I thought he was just gonna forgive him.
Hell
the very first time I watched
bro.
this, I was like, "Oh, they're all gonna be fine." And then he picks up that fucking.
Yeah, what a weird way to kill somebody.
Yeah, why not just choke him out with your bare hands? Like,
I feel like you would get more satisfaction out of that.
Yeah, or like rip his jaw.
His brain was out there, like stab his brain or something.
Get in there with your thumb, bro. Mix the shit up.
Yeah.
You got scalpels. Stab him in the fucking brain. Yeah. Oh my lord. James, what do you give Saw 3?
Give it 6 out of 10.
Eric?
I think I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10, man. Same as the first one.
Alex?
8.5.
I'm gonna give this one a 7.5. It's better than the second one, but worse than the first one because the first one was a classic.
I hated the game. Like the fact that everyone was just getting done up for no reason.
But the drama was high in this movie.
So high. Good drama.
All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on twitch.tv/SoonerLaterTV or youtube.com/@SoonerLaterTV for our review of Saw 3. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social media. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. If you couldn't catch us live on Sundays at 7 p.m., don't worry. You can listen to us on YouTube or all your favorite podcasting platforms. Just look up Sooner or Later TV. We upload every Wednesday morning at 11 a.m. This one's probably going to go up on Friday, though, probably the way we're releasing for Sawctober. So tune in next Monday for our review of Saw 4. We love you guys. Bye.
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 See ya.